Kenya once again finds itself at a crossroad. What began as a moment to remember the lives lost has reignited a battle for truth. Now this time, not just in the streets, but in the narrative. As government officials call it a calculated chaos and leaders label demonstrators as terrorists, the Gen Z movement is pushing back fiercely and fearlessly, reclaiming their message from political distortion. Well, they insist that this is no longer just a protest, it is a general declaration. Here is Faith Wangari with the details.
For a moment, the country came to a standstill. Thousands poured in the streets of Nairobi and across at least 25 counties, commemorating the anniversary of last year's Gen Z-led push against the 2024 finance bill and demanding justice for those who lost their lives. But as the dust settled on the powerful show of remembrance, a new wave of discontent is building. This time, it's not just about the past, but about a narrative that appears deliberate, reframing this year's revolt and how the government chose to respond.
Those who planned this chaos had a very premeditated plan. They shared that plan, including online, and the plan was to take the symbols of authority and democracy, our symbols of democracy in the Republic.
CS Kipchumba Murkomen's comments dismissing the youths as political motivated haven't landed well with the young Kenyans.
They know those terrorists. The government knows. They can answer that question. They know very well. Yeah.
Many young protesters now calling out the political class for hijacking the spotlight and diluting the raw emotion and urgency behind the calls for change.
But Gen Z wako na mpangilio mingi. Hata kama after this nitakuwa abducted, but ajua kwamba tuko na mpango.
So tukipata Gen Z mmoja ameingia kwa kiti ama wawili watatu, mambo itakuwa tuna uniu.
In response, youth from across the country have taken to digital platforms and community gatherings to reaffirm what their movement is really about. They've pushed back against Murkomen's claims that their actions resemble terrorism or attempted coups. And when the president asked those seeking his exit to explain how, Gen Z had a few ideas delivered with the clarity and confidence we've come to expect.
How do you even come saying such as a CS? Do you even listen to yourself as you're saying so? For us as the young people and as the young generation, we are here just to fighting for accountability.
Risasa ipatangi mtu mwenye anaemiwa, anapata mtu kama mimi mwenye anatembea ametoka kazi yake.
Sisi hatukuwa tunataka kupendua serikali. Sisi tulitaka tu kuweza kuonyesha ghadhabu kutokana na serikali kuwaua vijana wetu na kuwakumbuka kwa njia ambayo inaweza kuwa ya kishujaa.
For now, they say the movement remains leaderless, but not directionless, digitally organized, creatively driven, and fueled by truth and frustration. Whether that momentum transforms into long-term reform or is swallowed up by political machinery is anyone's guess. But the message from the streets is loud and clear. This isn't a political opportunity. It's a generational reckoning, and Gen Zs aren't backing down. Faith Wangari, TV 47.